1 month ago, we went down to a secret alpine location in High Wycombe to collect a stolly. We actually got two, and I couldn't get both on the same truck. So here we are, coming back for stolly number 2. Now, this stolly at first glance looks pretty good. You know, it hasn't moved for, well, the chap says 32 years. He drove it here 32 years ago. He bought this for parts for the other one that we collected earlier. And he did take off a few bits and pieces, mainly on the other side, which you're going to see now is the reason why recovering this thing is going to take a fair bit of doing. The things he took off were the rear right-hand wheel stations and middle wheel stations, which has obviously made this quite a thing to recover.
I can't see anywhere, well, unless you go off the bottom again. That's what I think.
Me and Jack had a quick brainstorm how we were going to recover it and get it winched on the back of the lorry.
So we're asking quite a lot to lift it. No.
How heavy do you reckon it is?
I think 4 ton.
Try 10.
5 ton? This one ain't got a crane. It's missing 2 wheel stations.
Well, I think
most of it's rotted out.
That's a good point. Most of it has rotted out. Well, we can try that. With the back up here, get the legs out.
Yeah. Is that a lorry? Yeah. Does he want to back up or does he want to drive in? He wants to come down the front.
I was feeling ambitious and keen to try out the new Hiab that I haven't used yet, and with Jack giving me some reassuring advice that the stolly was only 4 or 5 ton, I thought, well, this won't be a problem. Well, I know the Hiab can lift 7. We thought we would have a go at using lifting strops on the front and the rear and try and lift the vehicle up completely off the ground. This had a profound impact on the bodywork. That crunching was the sound of the incredibly nice and straight rear tailgate, which is quite rare on a stolly, buckling away. I wasn't very pleased about this. I could hear this pressure relief valve in the spool valve hissing away, and we stopped lifting. The 5 ton stolly was obviously a lot more than 5 ton. 10 minutes of bickering later, we come up with a different idea.
That was the straightest stolly backboard I think I've ever seen. We've bent it up. Oh no, that's probably the most valuable bit about it. It's alright, Mark's about to take out every tyre on the way out. Good.
Plan B was to pull forward a little bit and try and lift the front onto the beaver tail of the ramp, and then lift the back on afterwards. This also didn't work. We were fast running out of ideas at this point and had no other choice but to drive in the garden. Now, we had a lot of rain recently, and the garden was quite soft last time, so we didn't really want to have to drive in this garden, but we had no choice. And I was just hoping we didn't get stuck, because then we really would be snookered.
No, it's alright. We like the struggle.
With the loading ramp down, we could back right up to the stolly and use the high ab to lift and suspended tow and pull the stolly up the bed of the truck.
Right. Down to. We'll get as close as we can.
Using the high ab, I was trying to pull it in, but it was as much as it wanted, and I thought, no matter, I have a winch with a new cable that I've just fitted, so we'll get that out. With the winch cable connected, it was time to pull. Luckily, nobody was hurt. At this point, my patience was wearing quite thin, so I went full cowboy and revved the hell out the engine. We then stopped to repair the winch cable and have a cup of tea.
Use the winch on it, the crane on it. So we didn't know how strong that was going to be. Not as strong as I was hoping.
Don't come up with excuses. He's just upset because he's broke his lorry.
Well, again, every time we go out of this, we break it.
Well, to be fair, this time I've come with you and you broke it in my... Normally you break it when I'm not here.
Yeah. I've had to break it while you're here this time.
I pulled it on as far as I could with the high ab, but it wouldn't fold away anymore to pull it on more, so we used the winch to pull it the rest of the way while the high ab just kept it suspended. With the stolly now where we wanted it on the lorry, we blocked it up with some bits of wood, while we fetched the wheels out the back of it, to then put underneath to use as a stand, an axle stand if you like, to hold it up while it was on the lorry, while we take it down the road. We just got one more thing to do before we left. Or two more things actually. One of them was collect the wheel station that was in the nettles that we couldn't lift up. And the other thing was to pull the loose fence post out for the bloke I bought the stolly off. Mark then took it upon himself to completely vandalise the Stolly for no apparent reason. He then took his time to change sides to have another go.
Probably should have closed the door to the locker there, so. Bit late now, isn't it? Just a touch. Very close to locker first.
Are you following us? Are you following us?
With the toolbox on the Scania now full of rust,
We're going in front, I think.
it was almost time to set off.
Chips in a winch. That level with the. Hang on. I can see through all the bad shit on the windscreen.
An hour and a half later, we're back home, all in one piece.
Finally, we can have a look, see what it looks like. It's there, isn't it? I think this probably hasn't been open for 30 years.
Probably a better engine than the one you've got in the other one.
Maybe. The other one's pretty good. That were close to rusting through on that, and then it would have been water in the engine.
Well, that's it for the Stollies. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a like and a follow, or whatever the hell you call it. Also, let me know in the comments if you think we should have a go at it going, despite the two wheels missing. And yes, we do have some actual tank stuff coming very, very soon. Very soon. This week, maybe. See you again.